Shit, scared the shit out of me.
Leave it to Holly to not be like, and we are live.
We're live. Hi. We are live.
There we go.
All
Holly's
right.
fired. I'm fired too.
Let's say
I'm
you're
fired.
the. So have you noticed I've been wearing the headbands my Secret Santa got me?
Oh, is that what your Secret Santa got you?
My Secret Santa hooked me up. She got me the set of like gold pretty headbands I asked for. She got me
Uh-huh.
this whole like 4-pack of Laneige that Kate and I can share. And then she got me, I asked for one of those chargers to put in my bed with like that I could charge my AirPods and my phone and my watch at the same time. So
That's cool.
I know. Yeah.
Um, my Secret Santa, I have to go back on Elfster. So I didn't realize that it tells you who your Secret Santa is.
I don't think it's supposed to.
Then how did Alicia know that I was the one that got her all that stuff?
I don't know.
Hmm. And I like had it gift wrapped and stuff from Amazon, so it shouldn't have put. I'll have to go back and be like, did I sign the card?
Maybe you signed it. I never heard anything from mine, like the guy person I bought for.
Well, I haven't looked to see if I can tell who mine is, you know?
You can no, but you can send them a message in the app, be like, thanks.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
What
it's
did
just,
you get yours from your Secret Santa?
I think so, but it just, I don't know. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to see if I ordered this or not from Amazon myself, you know? Um,
I know who
Explain
your
to
Secret Santa
our
is.
audience what the hell we're talking about.
Oh yeah, okay. So this year for Christmas, we used this program called Elfster so we could create accounts. You kind of just load in your dream wish list. There's a lot of things to choose from. And then if you really want something from an outside thing, like I added one thing. So you just copy the link and paste it in there, and then it adds it to your wish list. So then people can opt in to join Elfster for your Secret Santa thing. And then it does like this round table and will automatically assign people to people. But there's some really cool features on it. Like you can put in your birthday, and then people like now throughout the year, if someone wanted to send a gift to somebody, they could. Um, you'll get an alert when it's somebody's birthday if they put it in there. I could set up things so like I was able to set it up so like you and Brian didn't get each other, and like Josh and Kyle didn't get each other because that
Here, because he told me that he like didn't.
oh, maybe he didn't even do it, but I set it up before the draw. So anyways, but next year we're going to kick it off like right after Halloween, so we have like a good solid 4 weeks to like order and send our gifts out. So instead of
Yeah.
24 hours, but it was
That,
fun though. It was really fun. And then obviously our Christmas party was a success. So that was fun too.
yeah. That was really fun actually. And I love how everybody was ready to, let loose and everything and cut loose for a Christmas party. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So I kind of sprung this on Holly right before we started, but I was like, you know what, Holly? I think you should host tonight's MyRECo Revealed.
All
And
right.
so she had a little bit of deer in the headlights, and I'm just like, you know what? We need some sound bites from our COO.
It's so true. So I appreciate that. And I'm excited to see kind of what you've done to it. I'm loving the new edition of the flag. It's very nice.
Thank you.
So MyRECo, that's what we call my real estate company for short. Just since day one, we call it MyRECo. But truly, it's the model that everyone promised and the one we actually built. So after years of being at other brokerages, we both actually spent time separately at different Remax franchises. I was with an Iowa Realty franchise. Kind of you're searching for that brokerage. It's going to give you support and actually like show up when you need them. So we met at a national brokerage, and we just got sick and tired of it, empty promises. So we decided to build it. So yeah, lots of options here. So, I think about that a lot actually, how it's like the riches are in the niches, but we wanted to make sure our agents could, whether they were residential, farm and ranch, luxury, um, commercial, NAR, non-NAR, referral, wanted to make sure we had options for agents to kind of evolve throughout their career, and be able to kind of take advantage of whichever tools they needed to for wherever they were in life. So the industry is broken and agents deserve better. And these are just, over the years, we've both in different capacities heard a lot of complaints. Like I was never a big recruiter or attractor, but I was a broker, right? I've been a broker now for 8 years. And so I heard and saw a lot of pain points. Sandy was a recruiter and she had, conversations with people. So we both heard very different complaints, but they all had the same underlying theme, which was lack of support. Whether they felt like they were made all these promises by their sponsor, or they joined and then they were like, oh, I joined the wrong group. I should have joined that group. You know, and it was just a shame. So what are your thoughts on that, Sandy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like we listed a lot of these on the slides, but I think the big thing that stuck out to me over the years, two big things, was they felt pressured to recruit. They didn't want to work at an MLM. There was something that always felt icky about that. And that they felt alone on an island. And that's like, it's crazy that it's almost like their fucking slogan, alone on an island, join us and you'll feel alone on an island. And we truly took it to heart. Like, how can we fix this?
One of the very first ideas that we came up with, besides the amazing logo itself, was letting agents customize the color of the word my. So in a lot of these companies, they have very strict rules on what you can change and what you can't change and all the colors and stuff. And we were like, how cool would it be, especially the word my, the agents can pick their own color. So whether they have their own vibe, their own brand, their own, logo for their team or themselves. So it can really aesthetically just like fit.
And we did like a 90s nostalgia vibe, and we want it to be very like high end and just not the normal harsh colors, block letters that you see every time. We wanted a little bit of, you can see here, nostalgia.
So our mission, this morning I did it. I'm going to do it again for your viewing pleasure, is tell you the entire mission statement. So we run a profitable, scalable business and teach our agents to do the same. With smart systems, powerful mobile tools, and bold leadership, as well as hands-on support, we make it possible to work anywhere, win everywhere, and build lasting relationships. So,
And I
our
think like what's important about that though is when we meet with agents, we want you to know, hey, we're not a race to the bottom with our fees. We want to run a good business for you, the agents, for you to be able to serve the consumers and your clients at the highest level. And so we're going to lead by example by not being a race to the bottom, because we want you to value yourselves properly and not be a race to the bottom when it comes to devaluing your services and your commission. Sorry, Holly, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Sometimes I just, keep going. And our vision is to change the way real estate feels by putting relationships first. We're building a brokerage where technology works for people, not the other way around, where mobility and efficiency are standard and a real human is always within reach for every agent, for every client, every time. And it's so apparent that a lot of these companies are racing and running to replace the humans in their business with automations and AI. And there's a place for that, but I don't think it's front and center to serve the agents. Agents want experience, they want wisdom, and technology can't replace that. Their
And
core
so what
values, yeah, you
it's
can read
good.
them, but we like to talk about
Yeah.
what kind of stuck out during the week, right? So for me, I would say handle it. It's been a very productive week in terms of getting shit done. Especially we have a lot of agents joining us right now in Texas and in South Dakota. And so like do kind of putting the finishing touches on some things to make sure that they're getting what they need. And it's been a really big handle it week.
I love that. And I actually was going to pick handle it too, but I always will not pick the same one that Holly did. So I'm going to go with built for relationships. I think that some people have been choosing to join our brokerage because we truly have changed the way that it feels to be invited into a brokerage. All these other brokerages are out there mass recruiting and everything, and we are invite only, as you'll see. That's one thing that sets us apart. And we truly take the time to get to know every agent before we invite them and interview them, because we want to protect your reputation once you align with us.
So Sandy Lynn and I are equal partners, co-founders of this company. Sandy Lynn is our designated CEO, and I took on the title of COO. We really tried to take the positions that fit us best based on where we just have natural ability. However, we work very closely on lots of different projects together, but I couldn't have done this with anyone else. Sandy brings strength and discipline and focus to the team. She really keeps us in line and keeps us, focused and prioritized. I remember the first call we ever had when I first took over as managing broker at the last company. And I think I said something like, well, what are you looking for what are you looking for in a broker? Like, how can I meet your needs kind of thing? And she was like, well, I don't want to hear your kids in the background. It's like,
Background.
okay. And then she was like, and so, I think you said Ryan was a diva. And like you were trying to tell me about people. And it was so funny. But anyways, I digress. And then
Diva.
I am Holly Brink. I have been a managing broker now for, like I said, 7 or 8 years. I've truly lost track. I managed the state of Iowa. I picked up the state of Illinois for the last company, as well as being a broker coach, trying to help coach brokers who hadn't been brokers before, or maybe were, but needed help with their onboarding and keeping in like getting more agents involved, because agent retention starts at onboarding. So little things like that is what makes me the COO.
And not all brokers are created equal. If you have not experienced this yet, then consider yourself lucky. Uh, when I've worked at different national cloud-based brokerages, it's incredible how they differ in their standards from state to state. Because I could have a really good experience in Iowa with Holly as our designated managing broker. And so I'd tell somebody in Texas, hey, join this company. Like, it's been great. And then they join and it's a total shit show where they're at. And so that's just something that we really took to heart. We really want to have a set of standards across every state to where you know what to expect from your managing broker. You know what to expect if you attend a MyRECo event, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
And that's a blank slide.
Oh, so this is our newest slide. So so we have a whole slew of packages. Like I said, we really want to be with an agent from help you regardless of where you're at in your journey. So new licensees or people who need to take a little break, or you're a team or you're a solo agent, you want to focus in residential or luxury. So Sandy and Lindsay, I think, helped make this amazing slide to show you what the different packages include, and then what is like maybe additional, what's not included, and then some things that are actually required depending on which membership package you're in.
This
So,
still needs to get like updated. I had started building this slide out, so it's not completely done, but we wanted to kind of showcase how how the memberships worked, because when it comes to farm and ranch or commercial or being luxury, you need to have access to extra systems and more high-end tools than if you're a residential agent, right? And if you look at this slide here, under residential agent, down here, NAR membership, which is an additional cost for every realtor, we actually put optional. We are the first brokerage that I know of, especially being nationwide, to offer NAR membership to residential agents as an option. So,
oh, I mean, you know, it varies. The basic membership package is a $2.99 join fee, waived if you're a veteran. Thank you for your service. A $189 monthly fee, a $250 transaction fee, an 85-15 split with a $15,000 annual maximum. Personal deals across the board are just the company transaction fee of $250, whether you do one personal deal or 1,500 in a year.
and if you, um, so another thing that we're offering, and this is for a limited time for our OGs, right? The people that come in now. We offer you the ability to pay your monthly fee upfront annually. And what that does is if you join us and decide to do that, we will waive your join fee and we'll give you 2 months free on your annual fee. So you won't pay the 300 join. You'll just pay, $1,890 instead of the whole 12 months. The other thing that we're allowing agents to do, because we've heard this as complaints at other brokerages that we were at previously, is some agents are high producer, they know they're going to cap, and they would like to pay their cap up front and just keep 100% of their commissions from then on. So, should you choose to pay your annual max, we will give you a 10% discount and you will be grandfathered in to have the ability to continue to do so in the future, because we won't probably always offer this. So if you want to pay your annual max up front, your cap is only going to be $13,500.
woo woo.
And this was like the other slide that I built talking about it.
Um,
And we're still kind of messing around with the slides, so we're finding out what works and what
always,
doesn't.
always improving. So as we mentioned, you know, unlimited deals. We have 60-second payments once your file's approved and the funds clear. Once we initiate that payment, you get your funds in your account in 60 seconds. I believe Josh got his in, was it how many seconds?
Like 13
Yeah,
seconds.
13 seconds from when I said go to him open. And most of that was him fumbling around on his app.
Gotta
And then
verify my identity.
Um, company paid E&O, which includes a special perk for your sellers who are selling their primary residence. In-house TC and compliance, discounted CE, as well as discounts on ordering signs. We have negotiated special rates on photos, drones, floor plans in some of our markets. Property management is not a hard no, but it's definitely a conversation we're open to having. Health insurance that's actually real, free merch and a welcome kit, live training that works 4 days a week. We meet live and we are not an MLM. So if that is important to you, just know we do not have a multi-level marketing style of brokerage operations. So the model with meaning. So we have real ownership. Sandy and I actually sectioned off 25% of the company to give back stock to staff and agents for a variety of different reasons, right? The freedom to build your way. We definitely want to help you run your business, stay ahead of the curve, and that's where the like non-NAR option is. All of our other things are the same. It just whether you want to have a NAR hat on or a non-NAR hat, we will help teach you. Built for adults, not agendas. So I like to say like everyone is welcome here. We totally want diverse agents, diverse people, as long as you're good people. But we won't elevate one person or party at the detriment of another. So you won't see any exclusion here, if that makes sense. Support that actually exists. We show up every day, Monday through Friday. We are here in our virtual office, minimum 10 to 2 to serve our agents, and growth without schemes. So again, no recruiting pyramids, no, revenue shares. You currently know it. You grow by producing, not by selling dreams. Oh, my credits. So 2026, we are rolling out the My Credits program. So you're going to get rewarded for momentum. So you're going to get credits awarded to you for showing up, for doing open houses, reporting your calls, doing the things that will obviously lead you to production. So we're really excited about it. And then there's a whole mall, a whole catalog of things that you can choose from. For example, like instead of just telling you what to spend your money on, you'll get these credits and then you can choose whether you want to invest them back into CE or travel experiences, car washes, retreats, more equity. So we're super pumped. The first 100 award is for our first 100 agents to hit their annual maximum contribution. Whether you prepay or you hit it, we are awarding the first 100 agents extra stock. And I forgot what it equates to. Sandy, do you want to talk more about that?
Yeah. The first 100 agents in our company to meet their $15,000 annual max, is going to get an unprecedented amount of equity. It is never going to be done again. We set aside 1.5%, 1.5% of our company. That's what the total will be that we're giving away to these first 100 agents. Right now, our equity is completely undiluted. We have 10 million shares outstanding. EXP has around 160 million shares outstanding, I believe. If that gives you an idea of how diluted equity starts getting once it's split and split and split again, that's not to say that we'll never split. What we're saying is the equity is undiluted right now. So you will have access to the highest form of equity and you'll be given I think it equates to about 6 times the amount of an equity award that will ever give a future capping agent. So that's if you're one of the first 100 to reach this award. And once it's gone forever.
We are invite only, and we mean it. Not to be mean girls, but to protect the culture. So as a broker, I witnessed time and time again when my hands were tied behind my back and an influencer from another state would recruit someone in my state that was a mess, had a reputation of being a mess, wasn't ethical, maybe did this, maybe did that. And like I knew firsthand, it wasn't just rumors, right? So we want to protect the culture. We interview the agents, we vet them, and then we decide if we will extend an invitation to them. And I will say, I'm going to write an article. I haven't written one yet, Sandy, but we have turned people away. So we are, really serious about walking the walk.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the tools that we invest in for our agents who qualify are the luxury presence website. So everyone definitely gets listed in the directory. And then if you take the onboarding, yada, yada. But anyway, so you can get a personal website that you can customize, has IDX if you're in NAR, some other things, depending on, like I said, which membership you opt in on. But we're really excited. The people that know luxury presence love luxury presence. And Sandy actually didn't even know they existed till I was like, you really got to look at this company. So
That's true. Holly found it for us.
so I kind of mentioned it, but for the last 5-6 years, I've been doing a daily coffee chat. It's evolved over time and now it's got a lot more structure. We still have our casual Monday coffee chat where maybe we'll talk about a new, the latest, industry news and kind of talk about what people are feeling about it and things, or what's going on in a real transaction that an agent needs help with. And we want to brainstorm together on how to get them through that. But then Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays all kind of have a specific theme. Tuesdays are true crime and real estate. Wednesdays are our Work It Wednesdays, where we bring you more information and tools to drive your business forward. And then Thursdays are our company-wide meetings. So, but also we're in this office, as I mentioned, Monday through Friday from 10 to 2, available to our agents on demand whenever they need it.
And you know what's cool is like, true crime and real estate, um, facts tell, stories sell, right? So we want our agents to truly retain lessons to keep them out of trouble or lessons to keep them safe. That's why we do, and also it's fun, right? True crime and real estate for that. And all of these are live streamed on Twitch. You don't have to come in our Zoom. You're welcome to come in our Zoom. These are open to the public. So please feel free to attend these. Hell, feel free to drop in our Zoom anytime from 10 to 2 and just say hi and see how we operate. I think you'll be quite pleasantly surprised.
I forgot to tell you when
But
when I was meeting with Zillow, um, he goes, I have 150 clients and I have never experienced something this cool.
oh,
He goes,
wow.
this was amazing. It was like back in the days when I used to actually go to people's offices. And I was like, oh, thank you. Like that means so much to us because that's the the vibe that we're going for. So, anyways, I forgot to tell you that.
Awesome. Aw. Yeah. And we have that recorded, right?
Probably, yeah. Somewhere.
So here's something else that I'll say before we let you guys go is Holly and I have recorded every single phone call, every single meeting, every single day that we're in Zoom and we're in our breakout rooms, which is like our offices, everything that we can think to record, we've recorded. And it's number one, so that we can watch it back and, make ourselves better, or watch it back and be like, I really thought I told you this and I didn't. Must have dreamt it, right? But also, we truly feel like we are paving the way. And whether this turns into a reality show or whether this turns into a documentary someday and all this footage needs to get used, or hell, whether your CEO is getting canceled someday and all this stuff is used as evidence against me. I mean, one of those three things will probably happen. So we wanted to make sure that we are consistently recording everything, and it's a rule with our team, or with our team and our staff and everything. We never hit pause. We never hit stop to like talk about private stuff. We capture the good, the bad, and the ugly, because it is really, really hard work to create a national virtual brokerage. We scaled 7 states in 7 months. We've gone through all kinds of business lessons already. We've learned some tough lessons. We've learned some tough financial lessons, and it's all been recorded. Like, we're not afraid to hide who we are. Transparency is one of our biggest core values. So I just think it's really cool. And that was Holly's idea. And we even do like MTV style confessionals where, we record our confessionals and we're just by ourselves. And man, I don't know, it's really hard these days. I don't know if this is going to work or whatever. Or I'm worried to talk to Holly about this, but I know I got to face it. And just different challenges, almost like a reality show, right? So we have fun with it. We love being able to have our creativity flow. We love all of our agents have, for the first time, they report to us for the first time in years, felt excited about real estate. They show up at this virtual brokerage. People plug in. They actually come. They actually show up. They actually work out of the Zoom offices. I'd say we have a consistent 80% of our agents plugged into all of our trainings, all of our meetings, everything. And if not, they want the recording. So that's really saying something. One more thing that I'd like to add is the support here is just unprecedented. We use Slack for our internal comms. Don't let that scare you. Why? Because we have white glove concierge onboarding services, and Brian's going to really hold your hand through getting set up and learning Slack if that's something that's been introduced to you in a like vulgar manner at other companies. We use it at an extremely high level. You're going to love it. And you will have your own support channel. It's attached, it's like, so it's private to you. And in that channel, you have your managing broker, your transaction coordinator, concierge, compliance. And while we're still this tight of a company, you'll have access to the CEO and the COO. You'll have your leadership in that support channel with you. You don't have to go running around like, oh, I need dot loop and a dot loop channel or anything like that. If you have an issue or you have a question, all you have to do is post in your support channel and our guys are on it. And the agents just absolutely love the support. There's never a not my job or go figure it out. It is hand holding. Here's how we'll help you update your email signature. Here's how we'll help you change your social media or whatever to help make you a better agent. So if you're one of those agents that's a little nervous about tech, but you're willing to, keep moving forward, then this might be the company for you. This might be the chance to go into that virtual office. We have agents who were in like real offices, brick and mortars before. I just am putting it in quotes because they weren't doing business. They were sitting in an office, not getting business, not doing business at those big brands that they tell you you need to have a name behind you if you want to stand a chance getting any business. They come to our brokerage and they start killing it. 100% of our agents produce. Our like 80% of agents in 2025 didn't close a single transaction. All of our agents closed at least one transaction in 2025. And the average transaction count for our agents was 8.6 for the year. Average agents in real estate made like 10 grand last year in commissions. Our agents made over 40 on average. So if you're thinking, oh, well, like my brokerage is nice or something like that, but you're not getting the value, you're not paying your bills. I mean, you have families to feed and stuff. So if you're not getting the actual support to help you level up your business, DM us at MyRealEstateCo on pretty much any platform. Go to myrealestateco.com/join to learn more on our website. All
Sounds
right,
good.
Holly, close us out.
All right. When in doubt, reach out. Message us if you need us. We are here for you. We all started this morning with a blank slate at 0. So make sure you go out and talk to a buyer, a seller, or an agent today. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye, everyone.